They play fast. I mean, just like their offense does, and like I said, I mean, they give you a lot of different looks and do some not so much tricky things, but a lot of diverse things up front and with some of those things they do. But again, it's going to come down to whoever has planned and worked hard, and then who executes that plan. So. We'll see what happens. It'll be a good game. No, we do. I mean, he comes fast off the edge. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Very talented, but again, we just got to make sure that we execute and do what we're supposed to do, and that's part of the preparation part. And then the second half is we're just going to need to make some plays. I mean, if something happens or it doesn't go exactly as we was in the plan, then we just got to react to the best of our ability and. Try to make something happen. So definitely, like you said, something we got to prepare for. But again, we just got to try to focus to execute.
Have you gotten to sort of observe any of Marcus Mariota at quarterback, just being a quarterback yourself? I mean, did you ever get to watch him at all this season? Because people have described him kind of as calm, cool, and collected, and you seem a little bit like that as well.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, we just watch so much of the defense, and, right. Especially with. I mean, being in different conferences, and then because that's when you get to see other offensive players. When you're scouting the defense, you get to see and so we haven't really got to see him. But again, I mean, you see the highlights, so you see snippets. But I mean, talented player, and obviously pretty young to be able to do what he's doing at his age. So I'm excited to meet him.
Yeah. How do you describe your on-field demeanor? How you're handling the offense, and how would you describe that?
I don't know. I mean, there needs to be an even-keeled, just consistency about the quarterback position, and just, something that I try to do. Now, you can't get too high or too low, but there also needs to be a passion and an excitement and an energy that you bring to the table, and trying to find that balance, I think, is how I would try to describe or try to model what I try to do is obviously bring the passion, bring the excitement and the intensity, but then also have it grounded in a fact that it's still really consistent and not way up or way down. So it's an interesting balance. It's a crazy position in that balance, because you can't you got to be even. Well, I mean, I think like them, that has been one of our strengths throughout the year is the turnover margin and being able to not turn it over and then capitalize on the ones we get. So I think both of us are have relied on that through the season. So you both can't win that stat. So I think it's going to be a critical point. I don't know if we've put any more emphasis, but I don't know if our coaches and Coach Snyder could put any more of an emphasis on it than we do already. So we all know it's there, and it's going to be very pertinent. I mean, any team, especially of Oregon's caliber, I mean, you're not going to be able to just do one thing. You can't do this and you'll win the game. It's not that simple. But I mean, we're going to have to win the line of scrimmage in both the run and the pass game. I mean, that means protecting well, but that also means being able to assert ourselves and run the ball well and get ourselves in favorable down and distances and staying on schedule. So again, but they probably said the same thing. So yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Is there one guy in particular in that Oregon defense that you've always got in the back of your mind of where he is on the field?
I mean, as a quarterback, I mean, I got to know where all 11 are. So, but I mean, it's.
There's not one guy that gives you a little bit of an extra scare, though, maybe.
I mean, they all can make plays and have made plays through the season. So it's just going to be a matter of seeing which one is the most dangerous in that scheme that they're running and who I'm going to have to account for, et cetera, et cetera. So.